Welcome back. It's Wednesday, which means here in just a minute, we hope we get to visit with our friend Michael Babcock at TMZ to get the scoop on today's hottest stories. Right now, we're having technical issues, but we hope to resolve those soon.
I keep looking.
Absolutely.
I'm like checking over to the screen to see where Michael is.
He could hear us, but we couldn't hear him. You know,
technology's
wonderful when it works.
Let's see if Michael, can you
Hello?
hear us? Oh, see, we
can't
hear him. He can
us.
hear us,
Man,
though.
What in the world's going on?
You got a thumbs up? There we go. So, Michael, just say yes or no. Yes or no questions, okay? Ready? Here we go. So we hear that we only have limited time with you today. Are you interviewing a giant celebrity after us? Ah, that's what I was hoping.
Okay.
One of those celebs.
All right. I can't even remember. I didn't know if it's in the prompter.
Yeah, I
need
to scroll to the topics. So I can ask him yes or no questions, guys.
Yeah.
That's easy to do.
There we go. Okay.
Oh, there we go. Shawn Mendes, yes.
All right, Shawn Mendes. You've been listening.
Well, I've been following because he was supposed to be on tour, and he said, you know what? Oh, wait, I hear something.
I hear something.
I hear a ding.
No, that's
beep,
they're
boop,
calling.
beep. Oh.
Bop, bop, bop,
So here's the
bop.
thing. Shawn Mendes going on tour. Anything, Michael? There we go. Just nod and agree.
Can you hear me?
Oh,
Yes, I can hear you. Yes.
You got it?
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
Oh, wow. I was actually looking forward to doing it like
Oh,
that.
Yes.
that's good. Yeah.
Yes or no
Okay.
with Michael
So,
Babcock.
Hey, here we go. So, Shawn Mendes.
Well, I mean, I guess, yeah. So, you know, Shawn Mendes a few weeks ago canceled a world tour because he was going through some mental health stuff, and he didn't feel like his head was in the right place where he could go out and be on the road and work hard for a couple months. So anyway, he cancels the world tour. So we happened to run into him at the airport this weekend. We asked him, hey, how are you doing? You know, how was everything? How are you feeling in light of canceling the concert? And he's doing well. And, you know, we asked him, how are you clearing your head? And he said, look, it's just about getting, you know, some therapy here and there and hanging out with friends, and that's about it. And at some point, he will go back on tour, and just not right now. He wasn't in the right place. And yeah, and he said, you know, look, we've seen other people do it. We've seen people do it in sports. So you know, this is really nothing new. People value mental health these days, and he's taking care of himself right now.
I'm glad to see that happening. I know, you know, to disappoint people or put people off is really a hard thing for me to do.
Yeah.
I have that obligation thing, and so I mean, you know, people buy these tickets, but good for him for putting himself first because it's important.
Can I take the other stance now?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the other stance, Michael, because I do follow him, and his fans are ripping him.
Yeah.
Because they had trips that they can't get refunded, hotels they can't get refunded, and he's on a boat. He posted himself on a boat, and they were like, "Hey, Shawn, how you feeling on that boat?" Well, I am out $6,000 to come to your concert.
Oh, see.
And
yeah,
I'm just saying, there's a lot of repercussions for fans, and to be that young and successful, and say I can't work a couple months. I don't know. We just reviewed Snowflake Mountain.
I hear what you're saying, and we asked him about the tickets, about the refunds, Jeremy, and you could tell he didn't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
He basically said, you know, something to the effect of, "We'll figure it out," and then said, "Hey, you know, I'm gonna go now." So it was a positive conversation, but you could just tell it's something that he didn't. He seemed a little uncomfortable talking about. I'm sure he is, because this is a guy who's not used to getting hate from his fans, right? His fans love him, and it's something a little bit different.
And I'm not dogging mental health.
No,
I'm not trying to. That's very, very important.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to take care of that. What I'm saying too is to be so young and successful, and have all these people relying on you. I understand that takes a toll, but to say I can't go work for 2 months out of the year, to me is just like, I don't know. I think I would buck up and do it. That's and a lot of people dream of being in his position.
No, I mean, yeah, he's one of the biggest stars in the world. That's why, look, I think it's a tough issue. That's why you can see it from both sides. Somebody loses out on this trip they spent a lot of money on that doesn't have a lot of money to begin with, and you feel bad. And he's living it up out here. So certainly, I think there's valid points all around here.
And I'm sorry, I'm off my soapbox now. I'm sorry.
That's why I brought it up, because that is my work ethic too.
Yeah.
I mean, and we don't know what state mentally he was in, but maybe don't post it on the boat. I'm just saying.
I agree.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Do we have time for something else?
That's
what
probably
else
the
we got,
best
Michael?
advice, Kelly.
Okay.
What else are we going to talk about? You want to talk about Travis Scott?
Yes.
And how much people love this guy? So, you know, after Astroworld, and, you know, talk about tragedies, that it was just absolutely awful. People went to their to Travis Scott concert and lost their lives. there was a debate after that whether or not his career would be hurt or even ended by what happened. People love Travis Scott. It's incredible. So he has 2 shows in London recently at the O2 Arena, and they set the United Kingdom merchandise record. So he sold in 2 shows $1 million worth of merchandise at his concerts. And yeah, sure, the stuff's not cheap. I mean, we're talking about, $125 hoodies, and a shirt that costs $75, a hat that's $45. So it's not cheap stuff, but he sold over $1 million worth of merch. And the previous record had been from a band in the past that had sold just under $1 million. So he's just, people love this guy. And not surprised, because when it's Travis Scott and it's fashion, when he has these collaborations with Nike, the shoes resell for 5, 6, 7 times the price, the retail price. So people love Travis Scott, and nothing has changed about that.
Not a bad weekend.
Well, unfortunately, Michael, we're out of time. We appreciate you so much.
We're glad we could hear you.
We can hear you now.
Bye.
Have a great week. We'll see you next Wednesday.
Okay.
Next week, we're going to do this again.
You
Bye,
can
guys.
catch TMZ weekdays at 5 p.m. and TMZ Live weekdays at 2 p.m. right here on Fox. Up next, superstar from High School Musical, Lucas Gabriel is here to talk about his upcoming concert at the Landers Theater, Springfield Theater. We'll be right back.
Right after this.
We'll be back.